Hi, guys. Welcome back to the 13th playing of the Missouri Open alongside Matthew Van Hoosier. I am the Alpha, Chris Longino. Happy to have you here. Before we get started with the King of the Hill match, if you look for some great content in Golden Tee, if you're looking for something to listen to, Gino's GT Podcast, found wherever you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Give us a listen, share to a friend. We tell some great stories. I hope you guys enjoy it. Coming up next, we have
King of the Hill,
Joe Massara, Paul, Anthony Luna. This should be a good match.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Unfazed. Either one of these two have been today.
And, for those of us that were here to watch JoJo's semifinal match there, I mean, it felt like he holed out every hole. It was just going right in the heart every single time. And so hopefully for him, he's got that. He's still got that mo going right now. It's been about an hour or so since he played that game, so I'm sure he's been over on the side playing out, staying warm. But we'll see how this goes. We got Forrest Knoll for these guys.
16 tournaments, 7 top 8s for Joe Massara.
Really impressive.
We talked about this on the podcast, Matt, a little bit, and the narrative that Brian may have brought up was he's a really good daily player. Mm-hmm. Maybe doesn't translate into this tournament atmosphere, but on the contrary,
disagree.
I don't remember the last time I walked into a tournament and saw Joe Massara was out early.
Right.
I don't remember that one.
Yep.
2 second-place finishes on tour.
His two world seconds.
And 2 seconds in the World Championship. 5 top 4s just in a very short career.
The guy has a seat on the podium whenever he shows up, it seems like.
And that's the difference. It's only 16 tournaments in the career compared to Luna, who is now in, I believe, tournament number 80 or something. So.
Well, and it does. Maybe this is just me. It doesn't feel like really that long ago that Paul had just started playing. I remember being in Chicago tournaments that they don't even have anymore, right? Mm-hmm. The Chicago tournaments that we'd have, and he showed up, and he was that guy, right? He was the guy that was super fun to be around shooting 16s. He was that guy, and obviously he's the opposite of that now. He is just and one up already. He'll probably hold out one or something there.
Yeah, hold out the first hole, or we were plugging Gino's GT podcast.
So like we talked about with Malcolm stream, we go bite spin somewhere on that island. Bite spin's your spin every time. You don't want to roll off the backside there. And if you have backspin, you hit the top end, you're going to roll off the backside. A lot of these guys are going to line up their marker either on the short end of that island or just behind it, so that they can hit a more of a full speed shot into that. Helps keep the bite spin, and it just makes it so you don't have to, I won't say guess at the speed, but estimate a half speed shot as opposed to hit one fully.
The teeth of this course are in this last 4 holes.
The last 4 plus the one coming up, number 5, right? Depending on the setup, number 5's got something to say about how you finish this course.
Fully expecting scoring to stay the same. We should see some hole outs. The 6th hole is definitely green light for both players, but the goal right now, get your eagle, if not better.
It sounds like from the room that a lot of the players now that have been knocked out, the frivolity is picking up.
Buzz is starting to get around to the main machines as we get to crown what could be a new champion. A tournament that's got a history of producing new champions.
It does. It does. We were talking about that earlier yesterday when you showed up and looking at the back of the 10-year shirt there with all the champions on it. And the names that hadn't won this tournament before and some of the names that had won this as either their first or maybe their second wins, but definitely not just the steady, oh yeah, him again, oh yeah, him again. That's not what we do here at the Missouri Open, apparently.
And another Missouri Open where Andy Haas has still not put his name on the trophy here.
Yeah. I didn't see the first match, right? He kind of got rolled a little bit. Sam Crow was up 2-3 early on that Monte round. 18 after 10 is what I heard. So I think he kind of just cruised to the end, and Andy wasn't able to catch up. And then the second one, one slip against the plow, and it was all over.
We're going to talk a lot about Nick Fernandez, and along with a lot of names that have made a little bit of a run today.
Not a great look for a hole out here, though.
No, not
that
at
high
all.
tee to get over the stuff over the edge there on the right side. But if you're looking to run one in there, Gapwood is a better club, I suppose, to do that. Not that sandwich they had. Adam Baum, yes, Kevin Lindsay is still alive. I don't know about the tournament. The purple bracket tournament, we can look that up here real quick, though. Go over that side.
And if you know Joe Massara, he is scientific with his feel.
He is calculating, for sure. It looks like Kevin Lindsay is still alive, Adam. I'm looking and see if I can find him now. Right now, Kevin Lindsay's playing Mike Sanders on the loser side, winner to play against Tony Johnson. You can get the brackets. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but you can get the brackets and more on yourself as live as we get them at PEGTtour.com.
So, we're going to talk Joe Massara here, and just him and a trackball. Somebody who is very dialed in to the dynamics of the trackball. Everything is based off his hands and feel. Not so much, maybe more on his eyes.
Oh, I thought he had it. He thought he had it.
And he knows he's been close. And he knows he needs to make up one.
Yeah, he's not expecting to get this back from all. He knows he has to go earn it.
But the microfiber towel, everything requires a clean trackball for him. He knows exactly what he's feeling with his hands.
Well, and he's I mean, we talk about that a lot, but I mean, really, what is he trying to do? He's trying to take out any outside influence into the game that he can take out. Yeah. Things on the trackball is an outside influence that, if you're not actively trying to control it, that it can get you. And you really have, in his head, you have no one to blame but yourself.
I guess more my thought of it is he pays attention more to that than any other player that I know.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. I don't, he plays just as much as anybody else, and doing it the way he does, the repetitive play aspect of things, I'm sure that makes it more noticeable when something is awry, if you will. If he has something going on with the equipment that he's sure, hey, last time I did this and hit this, and it was this mile an hour, and I hit this line, and it did this result. And the second time he does the exact same thing, and it does a second result. In his head, then the only reason for that would be an outside influence, because a computer's a computer, right? If it has all the same inputs, it's going to give you the same outputs. Yeah.
So now a very simplistic ninth hole here.
Yeah, this look over here on the right side of the green, effectively. There's one look over to the left, about 90 degrees from here. That's much tougher when you got to get shielded by those trees. But this is not that look. Got clean looks for aces from here, as opposed to looks for solid putts. And that's exactly what he's thinking about right now. Can I thumb this and get it down the line that I want it to, and make a chance for an ace? IT bite. Get it out? Nope.
Just a little low. You can see the shake of the head. Just
Yep.
He knows he needs it.
He's got right now. He's halfway through the whole course already. He's got 9 chances left to get a hole out. If you assume that Paul's not going to mess up, you got 9 chances for a hole out, and that's if Paul doesn't hole out on his own.
You don't want to go hoping for bad setups on other holes.
Nope.
I consider Joe a pretty quiet guy.
Yeah, he is. Methodical.
Yeah, methodical.
Probably a good word for it.
And he's not so much in drain. He's not a guy that's going to travel to a lot of tournaments. He knows what tournaments work best for him that he does go to, which is generally here in St. Louis, and then the Player of the Year tournament.
Well, right, and that's a popular one for a lot of guys, right? You get a 2-for-1 on your travel there, 2-for-1 on your hotel dollars, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, very good. That's a great event. And if you feel like you can't ever get enough Golden Tee, that's the one to go to, because you can't possibly get more Golden Tee in your system than you do when you're at that Texas event.
Oh no, and even if we incorporate mobile with it this year, it's going to be a loaded weekend.
Yes. So coming down here, backside here, which one would you expect that Joe has the best chance to get this stroke back on?
I don't. 10 through 14 are normally pretty straightforward holes. Mm-hmm. Maybe a little bit of variable with that par 5 if you get yourself, but only yourself can get yourself in trouble there. No, it's not because it's a difficult shot. I would expect 15 to, if it's not completely shut down, that could add an interesting wrinkle. If not, 16 can set up hard. 17 is.
Well, I'm not asking which ones can. I'm asking which ones you think is going to happen. We're making predictions now. We're prognosticating.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not great at predictions, as you can tell by my fantasy golf. We'll go with. No, nothing will. Yeah.
No, it's going to stay right here?
It's going to stay right here.
Tough to argue with that.
There may be a hole out by Massara to tie it up, and we could see a couple one-betters. That would be
that'd be fun.
That would be really fun, and we could add some tension to this clubhouse here at the Missouri Bluffs Golf Course in St. Charles, Missouri.
Interesting look here with the pin tucked right in the side wind.
Yeah, and you see most people, they're going over.
Yeah, you almost have to hit the over on this one. That window is not it's not small window by any means going through the trees, but when you're kind of trying to cut it back, not only you're hitting the gap, but you got to time it correctly in the turn of your shot. So just a way simpler shot to go up and over.
Very methodical Joe is.
Mm-hmm. He's got that higher part on the right side, so he's definitely trying to figure out what his line wanted to be through there. And see, he's kind of got further left than he wanted,
yeah, but not his best effort.
No,
there.
No.
So the par 5 13 coming up. Luna with a one-better.
Okay, he's going wrap around, it looks like. Trying to get to the left side of that fairway so he has a clean line at that pin.
Another guy that plays 8 and 9.5 clubs. 8, 9, 10 and a
Oh,
half.
3 driver bag?
The 3 driver bag.
Yep. Yeah, and for a lot of these guys, those types of bags they come about because you are confident enough in your ability not to miss the greens that you can drop things like wedges and shorter irons out of your bag because you don't need them for those rescue shots, if you will. That gives them the space in the bag to get those extra clubs in there.
I remember a world where I didn't feel I needed a 10.5 all the time. Now I don't know how to play golf.
I don't know if I'd ever say it's a have to have, but I'm not ever going to build a bag where I don't have it. It's going to be in every bag I build from now on.
So, release shot, just simple, making sure you get eagle. You don't want to lose it right now.
And if you're Paul, right, we've talked about this before with a one-shot lead, your main goal is make him earn it. But if you see an opportunity to go get one, then you go get one. I don't know if I'd count this as one, but he's going to put a pretty good lick on it, I think. Yeah, see? Center. Center. No danger, center.
Didn't want to try out the soft that it would.
Hi, Jeff. Jeff McClellan celebrating at the announcer's table. Congratulations, buddy. Good run. Very good run. Were you just giving this to me? Oh, he's going to fan it out now. Okay.
This is attack mode right now.
Yeah, has to be. Has to be.
Oh, nice.
He did. That's the attack shot. And Joe saw it, right? Joe saw the distance. Joe saw where he was at. Joe saw the speed. Saw all that stuff. So now he's going to incorporate that into what he's going to go do. Figure out what he feels like he should do. Mix it together into a solution. See if he can execute the shot, and hopefully it'll go in for him.
They'll need a much harder thumb.
That was it. That was a much harder thumb.
Get it. Oh, just a really close shot.
Man. Good runs by both those guys. 70,000 for Luna, right? He's all over the pin right here. And here you go. Here you go. What's Luna going to do? Is Luna going to lay this up, give him a chance to go get it, or is Luna go attack? Luna's going to lay up, and this is a layup that I have never seen before. Gino?
Nope.
Okay. We're learning. I already see what he's trying to do, but
He's going to have a wind in his face.
He's going to have a straight.
A lot of green to work
honestly,
with.
he's trying to give himself a layup, a safe shot to still get eagle.
And I don't think Joe knows he can't get there. He's just trying to get to a chip.
I think he thinks he can run there. Just didn't turn enough on him. Yeah,
about as most as
it's
he can get
safely because he did hit that all the way out still, or for the most way out. So he was taking water out of play while still giving himself a chance to potentially run it up there.
And now
just a knocker up there. Yeah.
And what about this?
Let's see. Here's your chance. If you need a chance in this course, here's your chance.
Get one back.
These are tough since they're from the fairway lie too. So when your pullback can really mess up your chip here if you don't do it quite right. So there we go. Oh, he really popped that thing.
No.
He really popped that thing.
Oh, no. That is going to be a long chip coming back. Can't putt that.
Yeah. That would slow down way too much on the uphill. All right. All right, Joe.
Goodness.
All right, Joe. Paul.
Did not lose one.
Paul would not have minded seeing that roll by. I don't think.
Paul Luna takes a stroke advantage to 16.
Okay. Not a great hole outlook, but it could wrap through there, I suppose. But this one's the toughest part about this one, like you know, Gino, is getting far enough out to the left where you don't grab some of those invisible leaves or hanging leaves out of those trees.
Looking for the full that he likes. This is probably what the shot he's playing, a big cut.
This is where Jeff McClellan would look straight through those trees like that, pull out driver and look at you like, do you dare me to hit it? I'll do it if you dare me.
All taking his time. This is not an easy shot.
He knows, he knows he's still got 17 coming. You don't want to drop one. You definitely don't want to drop two here. So get it up there, put the pressure on Joe to make a shot. And that is terrific. Terrific shot.
Incredible shot.
This is what happens when I tell him it's not really a holeable look. He goes and points it instead. Thanks, Paul.
That one hop worked right for him.
Yeah, bouncing that in that rough there really slows you down on that wrap.
One club higher forward for Joe Massara.
Trying to get a little bit more turn. Oh, he's going to thumb it out there.
Yep.
Wow.
Hawks it on up.
All right,
and
it's on.
Has a putt.
I don't see people thumb it out to that A or C very often at all. It's a scary shot.
He's the only one.
He's the guy, yeah. See if we can get enough cut on this thing to get it into the green. So he's trying to turn it to the right there, get it into the green so the slope doesn't kick you down in the water. He points again. Why wouldn't you point it? All right, JoJo's thinking hole out here.
Absolutely.
Thinking hole out here. Here are 18, both probably equally holeable. Not knowing what the look is on 18. So you got two shots, Joe. You got two shots to get it back.
This plus spin is probably going to prevent him from putting probably any spin on the ball at all.
Well, and that's the decision point, right? Is does he think it? If he thinks that this is his chance for the hole, he puts the spin on there, and if it goes through, it goes through. And that's what he's thinking his way through now. Can I put bite on this with the plus spin? If I miss, will it stay? Does it give me the best chance to go on the hole? And if you're watching from home, right, you see this kind of a look in your normal mode, right, is maybe, hey, turn one right, hit it in the middle, let it go down the slope. That's not a terrible idea, but with this much slope and this much wind, more than likely you're going to accelerate down that hill, accelerate down the tier, and you're going to end up in the water on the bottom side by the waterfall. So that's why these guys are playing that big cut in there. Like Chris said, put it naked, wasn't sure about the bite. Don't blame him one bit. So now you've got 18. 18's holeable.
18, well, it depends on where the pin is.
18's holeable.
If it's tucked in that right, top right, then it's going to be.
It's very difficult. Yes.
That'll be difficult.
Setup dependent. But, you know, if you got to pick somebody that you got to have a hole out from, Joe's not a bad pick. So you're not going long fairway, it doesn't look like. That's what he's peeking at, and the pin's down at the bottom. Actually, if you could go long fairway here, that pin spot's pretty agreeable. But you can't. You don't got the distance for that.
Luna hits
So
it
there you
out.
go. Hits it out over the left. That plays like fairway over there. It reads it's on grass. Really wish it would have been marked that way, but hey, we're here. So yeah, Joe, knowing that fairway has the shot to get the hole out, is going to get over there. Yep. Now he's still going to have to work around those trees a little bit, probably. I don't offset him. Yeah, just a baby amount. And that's the math in his head now. Did I get far enough to get around those trees with a straight shot? I don't know. I don't think he did. I don't think he did. I think he's going to have to hit that around the right, and then cutting it back towards the hole at all is super dangerous. Not the danger is the worry here. It has to go in. It has to. And what he really wishes is that he could see Paul hit first. Oh, wow. He's quick to that. Quick to that.
Oh, my goodness. What is he looking at?
So quick to that shot, and a little bite might have drug him over, honestly. Wow, he went straight to that thing. That wasn't like, oh, look at this, too. It was like, no, from straight at it, I'm choosing now to turn to right and hit a full. And hope that Paul messes up, I guess. Which he did not. Center green. And heck, you might point that one, too. Why not? Good game, Paul. So Paul's king of the hill. Let's just call that.
A par 28 under for Joe Massara.
Yep. I won't call 15 a drivable hole. That was a 28 par. One hole out for Paul Luna.
A one better 29 for Paul Anthony Luna.
Nicely done. Nicely done,
Paul
guys.
Anthony Luna in his second straight king of the hill.
Mm-hmm.